What's up, guys? Sean here from Team Low Expectations, and I'm just going to be giving you guys a deck profile for the deck that I used in our Team 3v3 for the AU tournament. It's my Invoked Eldlich Dragoon deck. I really like the strategy. It has a lot of consistency and recursion. Can win in the grind game, and I've seen a lot of success with the deck, so I figured I'd just show it off to you guys. We'll start with the main deck. We have 2 Eldlich the Golden Lord, 3 Cursed Eldland, and 3 the Elixir. Eldland's in hand effect is actually really good just because it can really eat negates. I like targeting the Buster Whelp for the Buster Lock and things like that. And then Eldland is another card where it just has a lot of value, especially in tandem with Eldlich. And then you play this 3 Sanguine just because you want to be able to summon the Lord. And triple conk, double Wakero, max out on the non-targeting pop just because it's really good. And Wakero's good just because it's a name, and on top of that, the banish comes up really well in certain matchups. That's it for the Eldlich cards. I really like the Eldlich engine. I've been using it for as long as it came out, really. I was on a pure build at first, and then I switched up to the Synchro build, and then when they banned Jet, I moved on to this. So the second engine is the Invoked stuff. Real cookie cutter. Triple Alistair, triple Meltdown, and double Invocation. My friend actually let me borrow the other Invocation for when we're in the tournament, but for now I just play with the one proxy. It's arguably the best normal summon engine in the game, so goes well with Eldlich because you don't need a normal summon, obviously. Next, we have the bricky part, the Red Eyes engine with Dark Magician and Red Eyes, double fusion and 1 Magicalized fusion. These are all bricks, but this card, it's really not that bad. If you open Alistair and Red Eyes fusion, it's better to just activate Red Eyes Fusion because it plays around more hand traps. You only lose to Ash, and yeah, it is a very punishing Ash, but it's a much better play because you can't get Gamma Veilered, things like that, Impermed. So, if you're going to end on 1 negate, it's better to have the Dragoon than the Wakaba. And Magicalized Fusion just lets you banish the materials to make another Dragoon on the next turn for a good follow-up play. If I resolve this card, I probably should win, because it's really overkill. But that's it for the engines, 3 little engines. Next we have the hand traps. Really light on them, just because I wanted to be super consistent. So we have triple Veiler, which I don't think is a great hand trap, but I play Selene, so I need to play Veiler. And then Ash. Ash is really good on top of an established board to just have in hand, but I don't think it's super good as a hand trap on its own. But I'm confident in my deck's going second capability to not need to main deck the really impactful hand traps. I can save them for siding. Next we just have extenders. 3 Magician Soul and 1 Floor as the target. Souls are the nuts. It's worth every penny. Floor is the target's really good in this deck because it's a light for Makaba. And then on top of that, if you brick, like say you open the floor, you can summon it for free just by having an extra monster out. So, or extra deck monster. It's really good. Opening Souls almost guarantees the Makaba, where you definitely are going to eat like an Ash at least on the effect. So, it's the best extender in the deck for sure. And then we have the really small Trickstar, just the Corbane in the light stage. Light stage better to open than Corbane because if you have Souls, it's a card to send as cost for Souls. Same thing with Lord. If it's on field for Lord, you can send this as cost for Lord to summon the Lord. So, really good card. And then the last 2 are just Terraforming and Upstart. Terraforming's nice because search either light stage if you already have Meltdown, or otherwise you just search Meltdown. Get you Alistair, get you your Invoke plays. and then Upstart just for 40 cards. And yeah, that's it for the main deck. Next we'll go to the extra deck. We have the Link ones. Invoked is a flex spot for sure, but it's actually really good in this deck because it makes your invoked cards, or I'm sorry, not your invoked, your Eldlich spell or traps into effect monsters to help you make Dragoon, or just get them in the graveyard, period. So, really good. When you brick, Almirage is great too because you can set up your Eldlich back row and then just have an Almirage. Like, say they hand trap the Alistair, Almirage plus Eldlich back row, and then you tribute Eldlich or Almirage to protect the Lord. So, really good. Link 2s, play 2 Verte, and then 1 Hulk. Like I said, we play the Selene plays, so that's what the Hulk's here. Just normal summon one of your tuner hand traps and go off from there. And then double Verte because we run the Magical Eyes Fusion. So if we get stopped making our first one, we have the second Red Eyes Fusion in deck to either make the first Dragoon, or if we made the first one, we can make the second one. And then we just have Link 3, 4, Selene Talker, like I said, already talked about that. Boral Sword has never came up, but it's just an extra spot, realistically. I figured it's there. It's good to have. You can always just try and push for game with a Boral Sword. So, that'll do it for the Link monsters. Next are the fusions. We have the Invoke stuff. Purgatrio is essential. Helps you push for game. Aegwetus is arguably a flex spot, but I really like it because in a simplified game state, say in the mirror, or not in the mirror, but against an Invoke strategy, if I know they just have a special summon, or even Eldlich, if they just have like a Sanguine and some interaction, I can just guaranteed pop the special summon, so it's pretty good. And then the double Macabre, just because we can make 2, and it's good to make in a later turn just for the grind game, so I think those are the right ratios for sure. Like I said, Aegwetus is arguably a flex spot, but I like it. And then finally, 2 Dragoon. Like I said, we're trying to make 2, but the second one doesn't always come up, but it's still nice to have. Really broken card. Honestly, I enjoyed the Jet Synchro format a lot more, but I guess we'll play Dragoon format. Tokens. Even though I don't have anything that really summons tokens in my deck, just always gotta have them. And then the side. I really like the side because the way I build decks, I build them in tandem with the main, with the side deck in mind, so they really go well in tandem. We play Triple Judgment. Only have 2 ultis, so bar me up if you want to, but really good card when I know I'm going first. Like game 3, can help me steal things, or just steal games, really. Judgment's just a good card. Everybody really knows that. Gamma for the hand traps, the 1 driver, and then triple Nibiru. So 4 cards, just side out the Souls engine and the target. So we have the 3 Souls in the floor, and then Upstart, Corbane, Light Stage. Really simple when I'm going second. I know what I'm going to side a majority of the times. Sometimes I don't need the Nibirus, but Nibiru you need in your side deck, at least. The 1 Mystic Mine, just because we play Terraforming, and like I said, I play the Eldritch card, so I expect back row removal, but you can still catch people if I set up the negate for it. I don't even need a negate, really. Sorry, but I can sit on a Mystic Mine for a while until I can get to a Purgatrio and kill them. So it's good to play. The 1 Called By, because like I said earlier, activating Red Eyes Fusion is really strong play and it only really loses to Ash. So having the Called By for Ash, kind of sacky, so hope to see it. And then I know I'm playing Eldlich, so I don't really have to worry about back row that heavy, but triple Cosmic, just because I want to catch things in the standby phase when I'm going second in certain matchups and hit like pesky field spells and floodgates, but that'll do it for the deck. like I said, really enjoy the deck. I really like the Eldlich cards. The Invoked engine just splash nice with it. And I really think any deck should be making Dragoon at some point, unless you're playing Dragon Link. And even then, I think you could probably make Dragoon. But thanks to anybody watching the video. This is going to be the first video I put on this channel. Yeah, shout out to my team, Team Low Expectations, and AU locals that hosted the tournament.